This is ABC 6 News reporter Logan Reigstad live in downtown Rochester, where thousands of folks are lining up to hear from President Donald Trump. The area that seems to be the hardest hit here in town is along and kind of east of downtown, along East Main Street here, getting over toward Owatonna High School. You can see that the semi-trailer here was just flipped over several minutes ago. And behind it, I'll take a step out and you can see what it left behind here. This is some floodwater here taking up several blocks of 4th Street Southwest. This is a chunk of ice that I found right off the sidewalk here in front of Austin High School. There are two officially declared candidates for the Democratic nomination for president in 2020, which, like you mentioned, is 817 days away. And there are tens of thousands of people expected today based on the ticket sales for this event, and a lot of those folks cannot get inside. Something else we've learned as well is that the officers from the ALPD were not wearing body cameras. Back in November, we reported that the city had been trying to get body cameras rolled out for its officers. The sheriff's office says the student allegedly made the threats both verbally and here on Snapchat, telling students not to come to school Friday because he was going to harm people. It's 2 days till Christmas, and all through the stores, folks are scurrying frantically in search of one gift more. When Sergeant Len saw Millie dancing in this parking lot, she pulled up her squad car, turned on the radio, got out, and started dancing along.
Strong left, strong left.
A warrior is a fighter.
Tight end and strong side guard, stay back and pass block.
In the case of the Rudd Rockford Marble Rock Warriors, the big fight this year was with Mother Nature.
It was quite the scene on that morning when we came over here.
We lost 30 trees, so we had big initial cleanup.
That cleanup a result of a severe storm that brought 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts right through the heart of Rockford on June 9th, uprooting trees, blowing bleachers into fences, and destroying a concession stand.
As the days went on, we kind of figured out what we wanted to do, how we wanted to rebuild, the things that we wanted to put back up, and so let's say a few days after the storm hit, the picture became a lot clearer for all of us.
The damage forced the baseball and softball teams to finish their season on the road, but the district was determined to start the football season on its own turf.
The light for football here that collapsed on our shed, that's why our shed went every which way, and then one of our softball lights was damaged too, and they just got here earlier today, worked all day, and got both of those lights done, and so we're ready to go tomorrow night.
And while the debris has been hauled away,
I would say we're probably at 70% or so. We have a long ways to go still, but I think that's something we can do pretty quickly here. The project's in motion. We're getting architects to help us out with it, so that part of it I think we're going to get done hopefully over the winter, maybe in the spring.
We want to make sure what we replace, we do it right. And not do it too quickly, but make sure we do things properly.
In Rockford, Logan Reigstad, ABC 6 News.
About a year ago, during one of our confirmation classes, it seemed like half of the students came to a Wednesday night wearing Crocs.
And as Pastor Mark Needhammer will tell you, he's not a fan of these holy shoes. But when coming up with the theme for his faith formation classes this year,
we decided we want to make this year all about being for our neighbors. We wanted to help the kids learn what it's like to be neighbor-minded.
His students came up with a unique way to motivate the congregation to join in their food drive.
They were all about it. They were ready to go and thought it would be fun. And then one of the students said, well, if we get so much, would you mind wearing Crocs? They brought it back, and I said, yes, if you get enough, I will wear Crocs.
But they didn't stop there. After meeting their initial goal of 2,000 items, they kept going, and Pastor Mark's footwear got more extreme.
Then not only were they Crocs, then we made them pink, and then someone bedazzled them.
So during services last week, he put away his normal shoes and slid on his Crocs, teaching his students a lesson and helping their neighbors.
It makes me feel really good about myself to know that I'm doing something, like I'm making a difference. Somebody's going to get this food and they're going to be happy.
While making sure those in need have full stomachs this holiday season.
I think there is a genuine love and care for our neighbors, and sometimes it just takes a pink Croc challenge or the recognition that our neighbors really are in need.
First name's Elvis, last name's Francois. I'm a third-year orthopedic surgery resident here at Mayo Clinic. When you're feeling low and there's no one around. I think I've just always had a passion for music.
You heard Elvis singing, you knew Elvis was very talented. I grew up playing the piano, but we didn't find a mutual attraction to it or the desire to play together or anything like that until 72 hours ago.
Right. Mike Young is a sensational performer. He wrote a song called All Right, and I heard the song last week, and the lyrics are very simple. Everything is going to be all right. And as soon as I heard it, it spoke to me personally, and I just felt like it was something that would be great to sing, to just give people a little bit of hope.
Everything is gonna be alright.
A lot of people can just use music as an escape, you know, so especially at a place like this. Their thoughts are consumed with sickness, tragedy, and you know, if music can take you to a joyful place, spiritually, emotionally, then you know, that's a gift that I can give someone. It's a gift that Dr. Francois can give someone.
The most impactful thing has been, you know, patients across, you know, the country, different, you know, healthcare providers sending Dr. Robinson and I messages and emails saying how much it's impacted them. The most simple thing you can do is to give someone a bit of hope and telling them that, you know, today is a bit rough, it may be tough, but tomorrow things will be okay.
Everything is